Feed My Starving Children began about 20 years ago when a Minnesota businessman made a vacation trip. And it's my understanding he went to Honduras and he saw just unbelievable poverty. And when he came home, God would not let him rest until he did something. Then God just said, "You've got to feed my kids." The ingredients in the food are chicken, which is a vegetarian chicken flavoring that includes 20 vitamins and minerals. And it's a powder. We actually pack 2 tablespoons go in each bag. So people scoop with a long-handled spoon that measurement. And then the second measurement is 1 tablespoon, and that's dehydrated mixed vegetables. And then we have a cup that is measured of soy protein. And then we have a cup that is measured of rice. So all of those are measured and put individually into a funnel where another volunteer has placed a bag at the bottom of the funnel. And then it's passed along to someone to weigh the bags. Each bag needs to weigh between 380 and 400 grams. That assures that there's 6 one-cup servings of food in each bag. And then it's passed to someone to seal the bags. We always ask that that's someone 18 years old or older and responsible. And then we pass it along to someone who can count to 2 because we put bags out on the table, 18 bags with a second bag on top. 36 bags get packed in a box. We gather them into shipments. About 38 pallets go in a shipment. We often use containers. It depends. They look like railroad cars, you know. But it often depends on our partners make arrangements for shipping, and so we put them in what they send us to put them in. We are not a relief organization as far as disaster relief. We are in it for the long haul. And you know, no, we're not feeding the same kids now as we were 20 years ago, but we're still working in communities where there's drought, where farmland is poor. But the impact that we're seeing is we are seeing kids who are going to school. We're seeing kids who are thriving and who have dreams to be doctors and pastors and teachers, and they probably will be, which was not a possibility before. Our mission statement is feeding God's children hungry in body and spirit. And I think most people who come through the door here think of packing the food, feeding kids hungry in body. I think there's a lot of spirits that are filled right here. It's pretty awesome to see kids, especially kids, but all ages, come in and just to see God touch their hearts, and so that they know that they are capable of making a difference in the world. I had a young man come here one night to pack who was in a wheelchair, and he was from Jamaica, I believe. And he, as we were giving our orientation, he told us that he had survived on about 2 tablespoons of Feed My Starving Children food a day for the first 5 years of his life. And he was in the U.S., he'd been adopted, and he was just doing awesome academically and everything. So, you know, that was really cool. But one of the neatest things, I think, we have a group of people who come here from an assisted living facility. And I would say probably the average age is between 80 and 85. And they're at a point in their life, I think, when maybe they don't feel so valued anymore. And they come here and they just over and over and over again say, I'm making a difference. It really counts that I came here. And that's just phenomenal as well. If someone were to say, why should I do it? What else can you do with 2 hours of your time that can make such an incredible lifelong impact for so many people? Not only the people here who are packing the food, lifelong. This is the first time so many people have ever volunteered, and we're not asking, I mean, In the end, we do tell them the money story that, you know, we need donations in order for this to happen. But they see in a real hands-on, tangible way that they can make a difference. And I think that God calls us to do that. And for some people, this may not be where their passion is, but I think the idea that they see that they can make a difference, God will find another place for them once that passion is kind of pricked or opened up and their hearts say, wow, I really can make a difference.